It is the first day of the rest of your lives. No. Oops. Oh, shoot. It's the first day of school. So I thought I'd come on and do some live readings. Look at, I bent my card, but it's not the real card. It's just the, okay, piece that goes in. Or the extra card or whatever. Anyway, it got stuck underneath this thing that holds the camera. Okay. Welcome to our friends to free live readings with Ultraviolet. Okay, well, I'm gonna just keep on bumping it. It's also plugged into the charger, which gives me more opportunities to bump into it. So, last several times I went live, I did not do readings. So today I'm doing readings. We got music. It's just a Kool-Aid packet, but I know how loud everything sounds when it's next to the phone. All right, while we're waiting for people to come in, I'm going to probably get myself something to drink. Try not to forget what I'm doing in life. Oh, hi. Hey, hi, ho. Free live tarot readings by Ultraviolet. Oh, good. I got a drink right here. Nobody wants a free live tarot reading? I keep going live for other for walkthroughs, and then people are like, "Are you doing readings?" No, not this time. And now, where's everybody? It always takes a few minutes, though. Isn't that pretty? This is the Mystical Moments Tarot. This was a card I drew for a friend the other day. Just drew her a daily card. This beautiful Six of Cups. I'll be right there. I had to leave the room for a second. Let's see if anyone's home. Knock, knock. Anyone home? All right. All messages. No messages. Brought in a couple more decks. Free live readings. What's your question, folks? Give me a question. I'll give you an answer. I'm from Michigan. Oops. Sorry. Let's see about moving my chair a little. May or may not help. I don't know if I'm going to be able to use these purple cards today. They're so thick and hard to hold. Hard to handle now. Oops. I really need to just straighten up my whole area. I need to straighten up my whole area. Oh. Okay. That's a little too high. I guess we're just gonna divide up this deck into two. I wanted it all just sort of put away, but it was too big. Still talking to nobody. Fun times. Here I am, Ultraviolet Morgan, ready to do a live free reading. anyone has a question. Free live reading. Right now I've got the beautiful Chicoli Tarot and the Tarot of Mystical Moments. I just feel like they pair really well together. Just go ahead and do a, what's it called? General reading for the collective. Oh, today is a day about flying free. Flying free. Yeah. Today is the day for flying free, running wild, and maybe even being a little bit reckless, or considering whether you're being a little bit reckless. Also thinking about how much have you gotten used to your cage? How much have you become satisfied with making yourself smaller or contained? Sure, Rosie. Good morning. What would you what's your question? Thank you for joining the stream, Rosie. If you're a first-time viewer, don't forget to hit the subscribe. Going into like announcer mode. And of course, if you subscribe, don't forget to hit the bell for notifications for the next time I post a video or go live. My future and work. I will have an English test today. I will reach the grade I need for 2 universities. Thank you, Rosie. You are a Gemini. Okay, will Rosie the Gemini get the grade she needs on her test today? How will the test go for Rosie? Whoop. I would happily shuffle. I would happily shuffle off camera, but on camera. It's just too restrictive to shuffle there. Sorry. My mind was sort of wandering. Will Rosie get the grade she needs for her test? With the Emperor in reverse, which gives me the feeling that you're feeling rather insecure about it, or you're not feeling like you're on solid ground. Just a sense of uncertainty. And then we have the 7 of coins. So, I suggest that maybe you waited to the last minute to really study for this, and so that's part of the reason why you feel nervous. But I do feel like that you have really, as long as you've put in the work, and then you go and, you know, stay tight in the testing area. I feel like as long as you're putting in the work, you should have good results. Let me try for one more. Good morning, Dominique Simon. Good morning, Foxy Empress Airy. Are you formerly Ariana, the Aries princess? Or are you a new person? Let's see, who else? Dominique, you may be added. Okay, Rosie. Okay, I was just going to look for one more to see. This does show me that it looks like it's going to be quite successful for you. As long as you put in the work, you're going to reap the rewards and the benefits of that. So that does look good for you. Dominique, you may be added. You're welcome, Rosie. But good luck. I hope everything goes really well with you for your test and your, you know, whole future in general. Foxy Empress, you may be added. I think I've got Foxy and Dominique wanting readings, and we just did Rosie's reading, so go ahead and ask your questions, Dominique and Foxy. How is NM feeling about me? I don't want to waste my time. Very good. I'm actually gonna start with this one. How is NM feeling about Dominique? We want to know about the feelings. Feelings can be transient, you know. So if you say, how are they feeling about me? Could pick up on a moment, like right this minute. Maybe they're not feeling anything in particular, but maybe they are. Who knows? Just a heads up, don't base everything on feelings, and don't base everything on a tarot reader on YouTube. That is that's called there's a word for that. Disclaimer that you're responsible for your own decisions, blah blah blah. You know, you can't sue me because of whatever I told you about his feelings. How is he feeling? Well, we got the Lovers card. Came up in reverse, but pretty sure, honestly, that was, I don't know. We'll have some consideration of that factor. Welcome, G. Thank you for liking. Yes, go ahead. You may be added. It kind of, I think, you know what, really, I'm kind of getting the impression, you said that he has a crush on you, but I feel like it's sort of in the beginning stages or whatever. It could be a little shaky, like he's, like, you know, still, saying like a lot, sorry, still kind of, like, just beginning to notice, you know, or maybe, you know how you start to feel, like, giddy about someone sometimes, and you don't really notice right away, and then you kind of notice, so to me, it looks like he's in the very early stages. If I were fishing, you know, it would not be the time to yank the pole up. I would kind of, I mean, obviously don't plan your life around it. Don't make any set of moves. Yeah. You know, I guess basically flirt a little, or don't, you know, like some people quote unquote flirt by like being more aloof or whatever, or just be normal or flirt or whatever, but it's just definitely not really time to put a label on it. It's in that very, very early unsteady stage where you really don't even know what could happen, you know. Very thirsty. They could have a crush on you today, and someone a little fancier might walk by tomorrow. You know, it's that early in the stage. It's just not locked in. So, yeah, I would just kind of watch it unfold a little bit. Sorry, I feel like I'm just like... G. Yes. Basically, you do just drop your question. Andrea, you may be added. Then I'm going to temporarily close so I can be sure to catch up. Okay, so when I do a reading, I get completely lost. So, you're very welcome. Apparently, Alex has a crush on me, and he has also been loved. Oh, Foxy. Empress Aries. For some reason, I was kind of thinking that was, at first, it was the other person's question, but that's why I said Foxy like that. I just meant like Foxy, not the other person, but I know it came out like Foxy. Anyway. If you're going to be on this show, you're going to hear a lot of chit-chat. Okay. Alex has a crush. Has he also been lusting after me or having intimate oh, King of Wands. Yes. That just came right out. No pun intended. So to speak. Just popped right out. Oh boy, nothing I say is really going to sound right now, is it? I thought for sure I saw a card. I think it was just the way the light hit it. It looked like one of my cards I was going to shuffle. And it looked like it was backwards, but they're all in there correctly. So the King of Wands absolutely indicates lust, right? This is fire. This is passion. You can imagine what a wand is, and then, I mean, look at it visually. Oops. There's quite the explosion of energy there. You also have this rose in the background. This is a really beautiful card. That also indicates romance and passion. And it looks like, okay, leaves. I was going to say butterflies, but there's leaves on her dress, which is either a print on the dress or a reflection. That's really hard to say. I was going to say that was butterflies, but no. King of Wands is a masculine, passionate card. So I would definitely say that he is having very excited thoughts about you. And oh, he may also be I'm gonna say low-key stalking, not stalking in the like get out of this can be a trigger word for some people, but so not stalking in terms of get out a restraining order, but I do feel like he's paying attention to you, you know, he's watching, and he's kind of forming a mental image in his head of, you know, like your patterns and what you do and those things. Shoot, I was about to say something and then I kind of forgot. Yeah, he's sort of in the gathering information stage, you know, and trying to keep it hidden that he likes you, but trying to notice and pay attention to the things that you're doing. And he may even be sort of trying to figure out more from what you're saying, like there, like I've heard different things that sometimes people say, like, you know, if a girl will do this, she'll do that, or she says this, she'll do that, or she will eat this, she'll, you know, those kinds of things. So he might even be thinking some of those types of things, like trying to suss out what you'd be like. So, which is good in a way. It's feels a little creepy, but I mean, I feel like he's not just trying to impose his own like fantasy on you, but he's trying to suss out, like, you know, what you would actually be like in his fantasy, which could be way off, but I'm just saying. So yes, I do think there is some lusting. Doesn't rule out intimate thoughts, but it looks lustful. King of Wands is a very lustful card as far as If that's the question, if that's what you're looking to find out. Andrea, you may. Luminous Starseed, you may. G wants to know if my boyfriend, Scorpio, will be present with me during the birth of our daughter. Ooh. Alright. Will G be there? Oops. My cards are inside out and backwards. Literally, I'm shuffling. Some are front, some are backs. Okay. Let me straighten that out, and then we'll find out if baby daddy is gonna be there. Ooh. We certainly hope so. However, we gotta keep our hopes off the cards for a minute. Would Scorpio be present during the birth of our daughter? Oh, congratulations on having a little girl, G. Will Scorpio be present during the birth? If someone could type in readings are closed in the comments, or closed for new readings, so I can catch up on all the readings I have, that would be nice. Thank you. Let's see. Will Scorpio be present? G, did you say you were a Leo? I don't think you did. Okay, will Scorpio be present? No cards are giving themselves to me. Will Scorpio be present during the birth of the daughter with G? Oh, we do have the Lover's card, which can also indicate a choice. So I feel like the first part of the message is that, or if he's there or if he's not there, it is his choice. But I also feel like, so for example, if he makes it seem like he's only there because you're pressuring him, would be one end of the spectrum. Whoops. Then he's fronting, you know, it's an act and he's there out of his choice. And if he doesn't come and gives an excuse, then I wouldn't believe him because it's his choice. You know, whatever reason he's there, it's his own choice. It's because, if he's there or not there, it's because of what he chose to do and what he wants. With the Six of Cups, I would definitely feel like, yes, he would be there. This is a card of, you know, like happy childhood, sometimes nostalgia or whatever, but in the case of having a child, I would feel like, yes, that would be a very good indicator that they would be together during the time asked about. And yeah, there's this weird little monster. I think it could be, it's not really anything, but it could be like a salamander elemental versus the actual animal salamander. Anyway, Aurora Starseed. So just to get a look at the crazy pictures, I do feel like he will be there, and it will be by his own choice. Foxy. So I saw a lot of lust. I feel like it could be more than lust, but I can't really. I'm not 100% on that. Like, a lot of emotional connection wasn't necessarily ruled out, but it wasn't really necessarily indicated for. So, I know I skipped somebody up here. I think it's Luminous Starseed. What is Candelario current feelings toward me. No communication. He's a Pisces. You're a Pisces. He's an Aries. Luminous Starseed. What are C's current feelings? What are C's current feelings towards Luminous Starseed? Ace of Pentacles. To be honest, Ace of Pentacles is giving me an alone feeling. Queen of Swords. Ooh, a little bit of distance, right? I'm getting a alone feeling. So with the Queen of Swords, I feel like he feels like he needs to protect himself from you. So not exactly defensive, but protective. His walls are probably up. Yeah. We have Queen of Swords, or Ace, Queen of Swords and Ace of Swords. And we've got the Knight of Cups, which can be positive. So let's take a look. Yeah, I just feel like he feels like he needs a little space right now. He needs his... There's just all of this individual, personal, alone type of energy. But with the Queen of Swords, he's definitely keeping you at a distance. And it's not that he doesn't have a love offering, but right now he's just keeping you at a distance. I feel like he's hurt. Either his feelings were hurt or he feels like you crossed a boundary in some way. Or even that, you know, it could be hurt, like, not like his feelings are hurt, but just like more of a subconscious thing where you're sort of, you know, buttons get sort of triggered or whatever. I'm waiting for Luminous. His feelings towards me, no communication. Let me see. A little bit more. We want a little more information. There was a fallout. Yes, I do feel like harsh words were spoken with the Ace and the Queen of Swords. Like there was a cut, you know, and you're separated. You're in separation. It was like... We're looking for a little bit more information here. Whoopsie. We got the Devil. So I feel like there was something that came in between a separation of... We've got... Okay, this kind of reminds me of my ex, right? He wanted to be the knight in shining armor, but so often he just was the not. But I feel like there is some sort of separation here between, like maybe you guys were really close, because the Devil can represent... Okay, I'm kind of getting a message. I don't want to lose it, but bondage, right? Being trapped or whatever, but it's also does like bonded, you know, so like they're connected. But yeah, I'm feeling like there's some sort of what's the word I want? Oh, hey, howdy, Tarot Oracle. I lost my word. Like trauma bonds. So it feels like there's maybe some trauma bonds either between the two of you, or like in his just original kind of, family of origin or whatever. Like either he has some like issues or whatever. I'm just feeling like there's probably trauma bonding in the relationship. I feel like right there was just a big argument. Very emotional and could be about boundaries or control. Like somebody feels like someone's being too controlling, maybe, or too like oppressive, I guess. There's a question about like who wants to, how much maybe in contact that you each feel like somebody's feeling smothered or controlled and asking for like space, like didn't necessarily go over well, something like that. I feel like the argument was actually about either like your relating styles. That's what I'm trying to get at. And so I do feel like they just need this break to kind of look out, get a perspective from higher up. So they're just feeling really closed off, and like they really just feel like they need to keep their boundaries and like protect themselves. Just feeling really needing to have that me alone time. So, that's good. They're working through things. They're not trying to see somebody else or anything like that. I'm going to scroll back. I know Tio wants a reading. He wants to know, how does UVT feel about me? Andrea wants to know, does my husband Jay reconcile with me? We want to know if Andrea's hubby is going to reconcile. Please. Will there be reconciliation in the house? Luminous star, did you asked it happens. It happens. All right. Knight of Pentacles. In reverse, of all things. In reverse. So right off the bat, I feel like hubby is a very stubborn person. Possibly a Taurus. So meaning they were born at the end of April or the beginning of May. But I'm just getting a very stubborn energy from husband right now. With the Page of Pentacles being in reverse. To slow it down even more. Kind of facing away from you. Seven of Cups. Also in reverse. He definitely feels like reconciling is one of many options. Like, he knows he could get back with you, but he also feels like it's also other possibilities are possible. So we know that he's not decided that reconciliation is not possible, and he's also not decided that he will for sure reconcile. He sees there are many possibilities, but I also feel like he sees there's not a possibility, if that even makes sense. It could be just that he's considered those options and considered also what your what your options might be. So not only does he want to let you go, but does he want to let you let him go? He's moving, he's right now he's being very stubborn. He's spaced away from you. He's not really giving you the indication that he wants to get back together. But I'm feeling like he has decided that when he's ready, like he knows the other options are out there, but he knows that they're not an option, right? Like, I have a friend whose ex-husband would do this, actually. They would split, and he would tell her later, like, he knew the whole time, we'll be back together, but he wouldn't give her any indication of that. And so that's why I feel like with the back turn and the stubbornness and the many options, because it's also like I said, he knows there are many options, but his back is turned to truly accepting those options as options. And then we also have the Page of Cups, which is water. This is a kind of immature and childish energy. So I feel like he's kind of this is what I think. He absolutely knows you guys are going to get back together. He's not letting that on with you because he wants to enjoy. He's enjoying aspects of the separation. He's okay with, we're separate right now, and I know that I will reconcile later. You want to reconcile, and he is aware of that, I feel like. So he feels he can put that on hold and not reconcile right away. I do think there is going to come a point where he's going to realize that there's a little bit, of fire lit under him, like, okay, maybe she won't wait forever. But for now, he thinks that you'll wait. So he's letting that separation stand, and he does not want you to know that he has already basically made up his mind that he is coming home, if that makes sense, because he's he wants to keep you on your toes, basically. He wants to let you wonder and think about it. Luminous. Luminous Starseed, I did read yours. His feelings towards you. Free readings are closed. Thank you, Luminous. I think I got everybody up to Luminous. All right. I'm looking at the phone, and it looks pretty. I'm talking to Aurora Starcy. Profile picture, but I can't actually see it. It's really tiny. Luminous Starseed, you owe me some weed. I wonder, was that from a reading or? Oh, for typing that readings are aha, cute. I get that. That's funny, actually. Cat wants to know, does my boyfriend Virgo love me? And I am a Gemini. Okay, this is Virgo love Gemini. Cat. Does my boyfriend love me? Page of Wands makes me feel like you're wondering because you feel like, you maybe feel like he's looking at a lot of other girls online, liking their pictures or something like that. Or I don't know if you have evidence of that, or you just feel like there's this sort of, you're like, does he really love me? And if so, why is he got such a wandering eye? Four of Swords. I feel like basically your imagination or his imagination is, one of your imaginations is getting away with you. But I need a little more information. A little more information. I feel like it's your imagination is getting away. You feel like he's I feel like there's like this insecurity, like you feel like, oh, he likes these other girls more than me. They're prettier than me, or younger than me, or I don't know, richer than me. But I feel like basically, that you need to put an end to those thoughts. I get the Seven of Swords in reverse, and we get the Ten of Swords upright. So I kind of think that, you know, maybe he is really flirtatious, and maybe he really is commenting, like, or whatever, giving a lot of attention to other women. So, because this is in reverse, so it tells a different story, right? I kind of feel like, well, yeah, he might be a looker and a little bit of a flirt, but I don't really feel like it's a big thing to worry about, because I don't feel like, no, I don't feel like there's somebody he likes better than you. He just kind of likes to look, and this could or could not be a problem. But like, depending on what your standards are, and what, like, if it's doesn't feel good to you, and it's a boundary for you. Now, in that case, you cannot make him change, you know, that's not a boundary. You have to decide, you know, whether you want to be with him or whatever. But I do just feel like he does love you, but that he leaves you feeling really insecure through his actions. But I do feel like you probably need to have some discussion about what you expect from each other, you know, not just one, but in terms of, you know, what makes you each feel secure and happy, and what makes you feel disrespected, you know, and see if you can kind of come to agreements on this, or if there's going to have to be like an end to the relationship. But I really feel like okay, so there's not a card, there's not like a love card that says, he's in love with you, but it's just the way that I feel that it's mainly thoughts that are thoughts, and you know what I'm saying? Intuitively, I feel like you have like valid concerns, but I'm not saying, you know, I'm feeling like, yeah, he still loves you, And I really just don't feel like he's looking for someone new. He's just looking, you know. So again, you're going to have some discussion, but I don't even know. That's what the cards told me, and I don't even know if that's actually why you asked the question. But that's the story the cards were telling me. So that was for Kat. My teeth feel strange. Okay, Tarot Oracle. Tarot Oracle came in for the bondage. I said bondage, and Tarot Oracle said, Tarot Oracle has joined the chat. You're welcome, Andrea. Taurus the Bull, yeah. Amanda Lan, I don't know what you said, but oh, okay. Amanda, if you're still here, once I get down and make sure that I've caught up with everyone, I'm sure I'll reopen. Thank you, Aurora. Thank you. Amanda, if you're still here, go ahead and post your question. I want to just do a couple clarifiers on Kat. I think I want to draw 3 more cards for Kat. I might just go soon, but as soon as you say that, 9 people want a reading. But I do gotta eat, you know. Oh, Tio, you want a reading? About bondage or love? Kat. We need 3 cards for Kat, please. Those are not the 3 cards I wanted. I feel like there could be some blockage with the love, and again, I really feel like you guys need to communicate about the issue, because when resentment's built, they block the feeling of love. You can love someone and not know it because of having resentment. So it's very important to speak. I do feel like the Empress in reverse, the Ace of Cups in reverse. You just need to have a very real discussion about the things. So, and I would ask him about his feelings. Don't ask him like in a real confrontational way, like, do you love me? Just kind of ask like, what are your feelings right now about our relationship? And do you feel like you're being loved? You know, ask more roundaboutly, I guess I would suggest. Because I think, you know, it's less threatening and they can just kind of share more when you don't feel like there's a right and a wrong answer to your question, you know? Andrew has come into the room. Hello, Andrew. Andrew is the bestest and the favoritist. We're all going to just like group hug on Andrew. Andrew, we're just going to pretend you're Fonzie. We're just going to surround you like groupies. Andrew is like I don't know. I don't know that he would necessarily love that as some men would. That could be a little overwhelming. Aldona, were you answered? Aldona, I'm not 100% sure. Tell me what your question was, and I'll tell you if I read it. Thank you, Aurora, but she did remove her question, and she's not, doesn't appear to be here, so I won't read for her. More John Travolta than Henry Winkler. Seems like maybe they were both up for the same job once. I believe that I heard like they wanted Henry Winkler for Grease, which doesn't seem right. No offense, but I mean I can see why they would, but man, I used to be madly in love with Fonzie, so, and Danny, obviously, from Grease. Wow, I need some guidance dealing with a lot of anxiety and unfairness. What's going on with that, Aldona? Anxiety and unfairness. I did not answer that question. He was so cool, he could make the jukebox play music. Hello, Nishita. Oh, at first I thought it said Natisha or something. I definitely don't have the youngest eyes, so. Aldona wants some guidance for dealing with a lot of anxiety and unfairness. Sure, go ahead, Nisita. Ooh. Aldona. It looks like there are quite a lot of options, and it also looks like the advice is really not to make any sudden moves, but well, actually we have the Hangman in reverse, so I guess it is actually saying anxiety and unfairness. So I feel like the unfairness is really happening. Like, maybe you feel like something's unfair, but other perspectives are claiming that it's fair. I just want, because you're having anxiety and feeling like there's unfairness, I feel like I'm supposed to tell you that the unfairness is actually happening. Not so you'll feel bad that unfairness is happening, but so you'll feel like, you aren't like delusional or losing your grip or anything to feel this way, because it's quite possible that, maybe you're being told that you're overreacting. And I just think that you really do have reasons to feel what you're feeling. It's not just all in your head, There really is an imbalance taking place. And it may or may not be something that can be controlled for. Like, sometimes things are unfair and there's nothing that can be done, but yet, we still have to deal with our feelings about that. Like, for example, someone you love gets... Okay. That was going to get too grim. I was thinking about my mother. You know, so like my mom passed away quite some time ago. And it's not fair. It's not an unfair thing like when you're playing a game and someone's cheating, or someone giving a raise to the girl that they're like having a secret relationship with at work, you know, stuff like that. Like, those are two different kinds of unfair. So sometimes there's not anyone to blame for the unfairness, but it's just a confirmation that the unfairness is real. It really is unfair, you know? I do feel like there is a quick change coming, and it may be part of what's making you feel anxious. But I also feel like there's so much seclusion. What's the word I want? Not seclusion, but isolation. That's the... You know, they're very similar, excuse me, but I feel like there's a lot of isolation, and that may be self-imposed isolation. But I do think that's going to change, and probably, you know, likely to add to the anxiety, because the changes are quick and they're sort of unavoidable, and you're going to have to be working with other people in order maybe to mitigate the unfairness. Or to, you know, kind of figure out what to do about it. I also feel like the teamwork could also talk about speaking with someone, a professional, about the anxiety, because their tools at their disposal can be extremely helpful. Doesn't make the anxiety go away, but it is something that you can work on with others who are experts in the, you know, that area. I just do feel like the guidance is coming with the stars. Sort of like there's a lot of options, but there is guidance as to which is the best. So that was for Aldona. I hope that was helpful. Okay. To the point, no nonsense reader. I don't feel like I'm to the point at all. I feel like I babble for like 15 minutes and then go, oh, I know how I could have said that in like one little sentence. But thank you. I will take the compliment. Oh, will you get justice? Right. Okay. Sorry. We want to know. I feel like maybe I need like another deck. We want to know if we're going to get justice. So with the Four of Swords, right? We have the balance. We have a balance, but we also have a restfulness. So I feel like kind of a partial. I feel like maybe a partial justice. Like, not exactly what you want, kind of, but enough to rest a little bit easier. The Hierophant suggests that you definitely need an expert of like if you're talking about legal justice, you know, you want a lawyer, you need to consult with someone who has much more expertise than you. Also, disclaimer, you know, tarot readings are not a substitute for professional advice, and you're in control of your own life and your own choices and all that good stuff. But like, yeah, like there's definitely someone that you need to consult with who is an expert in this field, and they know something. There's something they know, like, that you don't know, that can be very valuable. It's more about the process. It's not about like the situation or whatever, but it's about the process. And so this is sort of like, what's the word I want? Like a Four is balanced and it represents rest. Okay, so I feel like this will be put to bed in a pleasant way. Like, but just it doesn't feel like a real super decisive victory. It kind of feels like example, if you got robbed or whatever, let's say, so the person goes to jail, so that you know you're feeling that like relaxed and calmed because they went to jail, but maybe they're not going to jail for a super long time. So it's like there'll be justice, but it just doesn't feel like a real decisive. It's just like kind of good enough. See, that didn't feel like it was to the point at all. Very talking circles, but saying the same thing over and over. But so I feel like an okay solution is coming. And not what I wanted, but I'll take it kind of a thing. All right, let me see. Well, good luck with your meeting tomorrow, Aurora Starcy. I think it'll go well. Nahish had a question, took it back, asked again, took it back. Okay. I think I'm just going to close messages and chat for just a second. Look at this. Just a parting message for the collective. Need to run errands now, and I will try to catch up later. Wishing you all a great day. Well, thanks for stopping by, Andrew. Appreciate it so much. Course is very soon. As I say, I'm going. One more person pops on to ask a question. Hello, ma'am. Will I be able to get government job next till year end? Sunita Sharma. Aurora. Just look at that. All right. S is looking for a government job. Okay, this is going to be the last reading, and then I'm going off. Page of Swords. What are the effects vibes you have from 4 stones? What? Okay. Piece 3-3, that isn't really a tarot question, but I actually do have a crystal book. I can probably look up a little bit of information about obsidian, jasper, tiger eye. Although I know that obsidian, being a black stone, is good for grounding and protection. Tiger eye is good for protection. No problem. All right. We wanted to know before that. Government job. Will we get a government job before the year's end for us? So, with a Page of Swords in reverse. Oh, okay. So it looks to me like it's going to be a little difficult. There's going to be difficulty at first. It's not going to be super easy. This is totally like a government job type of person. Page of Swords, or maybe I was thinking Page of Pentacles, but Page of Swords, right? Yep. And the books, not to mention. I feel like it's gonna be a little. Either it's gonna be tough and take a while, or else I'm getting that you may get the job, but then really want to escape it. Six of Rods. The saying, it's like not a feeling of success. It just looks like it's going to be difficult. Those jobs probably are in really high demand. There's a whole lot of walking away energy, so I don't know what it is you're walking away from. But you're definitely leaving something behind. Maybe the struggle, like, I feel not really sure if you're going to get it by the end of the year, but I do feel like you need to keep trying, but it just does feel like there's so much struggle, so difficult. And like a very be careful what you wish for kind of thing. Maybe you'll get the job. I don't know. It was just not saying. It was that slowed down, blocked off. It's so weird. I'm getting the message you're not going to get the job, but you're going to have to walk away from the job. Like, it's so weird. I'm getting those. Something strange, something fishy is going on. Like, wait. Maybe a job you applied for a while, like a long time ago, but there's something fishy going on. I don't know. This is the weirdest reading. It's just not coming out right. Best of luck to you. I'm just having a heck of a time because the messages are so contradicting themselves. You'll not get the job, but you'll have to leave it. There's definitely some upheaval happening. Sorry, that feels like it was clear as mud to me. Okay. All right. As I feel like, yeah, you're hitting up against a lot of difficulties. I can see that. Maybe the giving up is giving up on trying to find a government job and feeling like you need to maybe accept something in a different area. Always people want you more when you already have a job, so maybe you'll need to get a different type of job and then reapply for those government jobs. It's always a possibility. Or, as I said, you'll accept the job after. That could be a thing too. After you accept a job in a different area, some of your old applications are coming through. But I do feel like you really might just need to look beyond that. With all the walking away energy, I feel like, yeah. Look in some It may be time to look in some of the areas that you less desire to be employed in. Peace wants to know about the stones, obsidian, jasper, and eye tiger. I will be right back. Peace. I am back. Okay, so obsidian. This is the book I'm using, the Crystal Bible by Judy Hall. Obsidian here, sorry, is a piece of obsidian, and it is brown. So not all obsidian is black. It can be brown, black, blue, green, rainbow, red, black, silver, gold sheen. It's shiny, it's glassy, and sometimes it's tumbled. All right. Obsidian is molten lava that cools so quickly it had no time to crystallize. Obsidian is a stone without boundaries or limitations. As a result, it works extremely fast and with great power. Its truth-enhancing, reflective qualities are merciless in exposing flaws, weaknesses, and blockages. Nothing can be hidden from obsidian. Ooh. Pointing out how to ameliorate all destructive and disempowering conditions, obsidian impels us to grow and lends solid support while we do so. It needs careful handling and is best used under the guidance of a qualified therapist who can bring negative emotions and unpleasant truths rushing to the surface. Oh, as it can bring those things. So it's a very strong stone with some very positives and some things that aren't negative, but challenges. It provides deep soul healing, but healing isn't always easy or doesn't always feel good. Obsidian can facilitate in going back to past lives to heal festering emotions or traumas that has been carried forward into the present. Obsidian is a strongly protective stone, forming a shield against negativity. It provides a grounding cord from the base chakra to the center of the earth, absorbs negative energies from the environment, and strengthens in times of needs. It is helpful for highly sensitive people. It blocks psychic attack and removes spiritual influences. A large piece of obsidian can be extremely efficient at blocking geopathic stress or soaking up environmental pollution, but its propensity for exploding the truth into the open has to be taken into account. Spiritually, obsidian vitalizes soul purpose. It eliminates energy blockages and relieves tension. I feel like I really want to get some obsidian. Did you say you have 2 of those? Obsidian's greatest gifts is insight into the cause of disease in terms of healing. It aids the digestion of anything that is hard to accept and promotes physical digestion. It detoxifies, dissolving blockages and tension in the physical and subtle bodies, including hardened arteries. It reduces the pain of arthritis, joint problems, cramps, and injuries, and elixir is beneficial for shock. It alleviates pain. It can benefit the circulation. It warms the extremities, and it can be used to shrink and enlarge prostate. Okay. Disclaimer on that as well. But anyway. Jasper and Tiger Eye. Ooh. Opals. JK Alameda. J. Jasper. Right, so Jasper tends to be like reddish orange, yellowish orange or reddish orange, red, brown, yellow, green, blue, or purple. Okay, Jasper is known as the supreme nurturer. It sustains and supports during times of stress It brings tranquility and wholeness. Used in healing, it unifies all aspects of your life. Jasper reminds people to help each other. Jasper aligns the chakras and can be used in chakra layouts. Each color is appropriate to a specific chakra. Oh, interesting. Jasper balances yin and yang and aligns the physical, emotional, and mental bodies. With the etheric realm, it clears electromagnetic and electromagnetic environmental pollution, including radiation, and aids in dowsing. Helps impart determination to all pursuits, brings courage to get the grips with problem assertively, and encourages honesty with yourself and supports during necessary conflict. Mentally, Jasper helps quick thinking and promotes organizational abilities, and seeing projects through stimulates the imagination and transforms ideas into action. And there's some different colors. And then Tiger's Eye. And we all really kind of know what Tiger's Eye is. I know Tiger's Eye is a very masculine, very masculine stone. Can be blue, yellow, pink, blue, or red, but we mostly think of it as sort of that brownish orange. Tiger's Eye combines the earth energy with the energies of the sun to create a high vibrational state that is nevertheless grounded, drawing the spiritual energies to earth. Placed on the third eye, it enhances psychic abilities in earthly people and balances the power chakras, stimulating the rise of the Kundalini energy. Tiger's Eye is a protective stone that was traditionally carried as a talisman against ill wishes and curses. It shows the correct use of power and brings out integrity. It assists in accomplishing goals, recognizing inner resources, and promoting clarity of intention. There's a lot of goal-setting stones in your 4 stones there. Placed on the navel chakra, Tiger's Eye is excellent for people who are spaced out or uncommitted. It grounds and facilitates manifestation of the will. Tiger's Eye anchors change into the physical body. This stone is useful for recognizing both your needs, and those of other people. It differentiates between wishful thinking about what you want and what you really need. Mentally, Tiger's Eye integrates the hemispheres of the brain and enhances practical perception. It aids in collecting scattered information to make a coherent whole. It helps for resolving dilemmas and internal conflicts, especially those brought about by pride and wolfness. Tiger's Eye is especially useful for healing mental dis-ease and personality disorders. Psychologically, Tiger's Eye heals issues of self-worth, self-criticism, and blocked energy. It aids in recognizing one's talents and abilities, and conversely, faults that need to be overcome. It supports an addictive personality in making changes. Emotionally, Tiger's Eye balances yin and yang and energizes the emotional body. It alleviates depression and lifts mood. So I hope that was helpful. Andrew, C star S. Chanel Wells has a yes or no question, but she retracted it. You're welcome, peace. I feel like I want to get some obsidian now after reading about it. Thank you, S. Peace. I understand why, since I'm wearing the obsidians, it make me be more conscious from inner self. Ooh, yes. The absorbing negative energies and maybe transform them. Interesting. It seems that the red jasper have a strong link with root chakra. Yep. My eye tiger have something about sun, masculine energy. All right. Yeah. Yes, do meditations with your stones. You can talk to your stones. You can ask your stones, what are your primary characteristics? What do you want to help me with, if anything? What do you want to work on me with? Or what, you can ask all kinds of questions. And then you just meditate and wait. Like, you don't ask the question and listen to the stone like it's going to, you just ask the question of the stone, and then you meditate, and then make sure you write down any of your thoughts when you're done meditating. I meditate, but lots of times I meditate and then don't remember a darn thing from the meditation. It just does its thing in the meditation, and I don't get to have it anymore. But I do still think it benefits me, even though I don't remember. I had about a moonstone and immediately had a dream about it. It's very interesting. Your enemies were in trouble. My moonstone like gave me a dream about outer space. Or actually it was more like UFOs. Yes, the dream came from the power of the stones. Yep, just keep working with them and just keep, you can look up things and research things, but you can also create your own relationship with them. This is like one of my favorites. This is a clear quartz. The stone that I dreamt about was moonstone, and it was a moonstone ring that I bought, and I haven't seen it in a long time, so I think it went back to outer space. It's gone. Oopsie. Let me see. Readings are closed, by the way. We're just chatting. Here's a nice piece of, I think this might have been the first big chunk of rose quartz I got from the mall. Like I had a little rose quartz necklace, but I got this little biggish, littleish chunk or whatever. And then I got this one, I think, in a box with some other ones. They look so pale and faded, but I just love my rose quartz. I also had dreams about rose quartz. When I bought, I only had just a little necklace, and I had dreams about these great big giant raw rose quartz like towers. Not giant, but like up to my waist height. So like really big for crystal, but not like above my head. And they have this orange calcite that looks like a slice of orange. I have more, but these are the ones that are sitting by me. And then this is good morning, Hershey the Shadow Reader. We're just chatting up until I end out. Oh, the orange calcite. And this just particular piece just looks, they don't always look like that. Like they'll just be a tumbled stone that's a little in orange, or, a piece that's yellow, but sometimes they have this banding on it. So this is really pretty. This is, having such a hard time. I can never think, because of the black stones. There's so many different black stones. Might be shungite, or it might be did they list them by color? Usually there's like a reference or something that shows. Yeah, interestingly enough, like my orange calcite, there's this one, it's called Angelite, and it always looks very angel-ish. But it's got, like the striping banding sort of in it too. Yeah, the black glossy. I wish I could just look up by color. Because I feel like I know what it is, but I just cannot think of it. Tourmaline? No, I don't know. But something that starts with T, maybe. No, maybe not. Learn even the cobra have a natural stone in the back of its head. Oh, I did not know that. Obsidian, onyx. It's not obsidian, it's not onyx. I just cannot. A tourmaline, if we can see the lines. Like right here, there's lines. I don't know if tourmaline. So does that seem like tourmaline? Yes, you think that's what it is, Hershey? It is, but you doubt. Oh, you're not. So let's check tight. Tourmaline. It does kind of look like tourmaline. I know. I also feel like I'm not sure. Oops. Now we see tourmaline like this. Yeah, I once knew what all my black stones were. Then I didn't. Oh boy, I took a pate with $3 of sugar and cookies. Not all black stones are obsidian, no. There are lots of different black stones, actually. Alright. Fabby, can I ask if A will contact me in September? Alright, I'm going to see if I can get a quick pull off that. Will A contact Fabby? It does look like someone reaching back from the past. So I think that's a yes. And then we also got this Page of Cups, which can represent a message. So yes. And Hershey, it looks like yours. Okay, that probably what it is then. Cup of tea. Did you have a question? If Cup of Tea has a question, asks a question, I will read. Otherwise, I will go off. So, not go off like get mad, but go make some lunch. I kind of see like a mitten there. So I'm in Michigan where it's shaped like a mitten. And all the stones I got in this time period all felt like they had a slight mitten to them. So it's like a mitten with a really long on top, but it could also be an L, but Tanya, will Itavad take a stand for me? Ooh. Will they take a stand for you? Will A take a stand for T? Hello, Waylon Lee. Thank you for subscribing. I feel like they will take a stand for you with the star kind of being, I feel like it's about, ooh, a word I can't think of now. Idealism? Like I'm feeling like they are taking a stand for you. Alright, cup of tea. What will my next boyfriend be like? What will Tay's next boyfriend be like? I'm terrible at timing, so you can ask and I will try, but oh, looks like he's gonna be a hard worker. Maybe a little bit of an Eeyore, I feel like. Like a hard worker, but I feel like a grumbler. Like we're gonna hear a lot about how hard they work and how they never quite you know, get everything they deserve, I guess. Sort of a pessimistic grumbly kind of person. Okay. And then we have Knight of Swords and Knight of Cups in reverse. So I feel like also this person will be very shoot, what's the word? Impulsive. And so, like, they work very hard, but sometimes they maybe give up too quickly or they switch gears into something else. And so I feel like they are a hard worker, but again, they do grumble. And also, I feel like maybe they don't see that they're not completing, like, well, they don't realize that maybe they're quitting, moving on to something new before their hard work has the time to pay off. And they may have a hard time expressing emotions. Don't worry, they won't be boring. Never boring. Actually, they might be a little boring. With the pentacles, with the page side. Or with the pentacles, when we have the earth sign, we have, you know. Really, then we get the Ace of Wands. When I say it, maybe they will be boring with all the pentacles and the work and the work. So I don't think they're going to be boring. I actually think they're probably going to be kind of flashy. A little bit flashy. Just really hard on themselves. Maybe a Virgo. But I also think that they're more accomplished than they feel. Like they're overly hard on themselves. But I also think that, you know, you'll be able to go and do things like they're not, I don't think they're going to be broke. You know, I feel like they're going to at least have the coin to do the things that they want to do. My voice is going to be sore. How long have I been on, Gio? Leyland Lee asks, timing on when the Taurus will contact. When is Taurus going to contact? I think maybe the best to use for this is the good old-fashioned RWS. When is Taurus going to contact Leyland? Three months. Could be 3 weeks, 3 days. All right, so with the King of Wands, I do feel like it's going to be less than 3 months, but it won't, but it might be 3 months. Basically, I feel like it's going to be somewhere between 3 weeks and 3 months. But I do feel like there is, like, you know, there's energy behind it. Like, they're thinking about it already and wanting to connect, I think. I feel. You're welcome, Tanya. It's not that bad to you. Thank you, cup of tea. 30 to 90 days, basically. Could be sooner than 30 days, but so we're looking at by the end of the year. So that's good. Guys, I gotta go. All right. I'll talk to you all later. Thanks for joining me, for being the greatest audience in the world. And I'll see you again. So make sure you hit the subscribe and click the bell. And peace out. Until the next time, be well, tarot friends.